And as I woke up from this nightmare, I realized that even in the darkness, it was really just a light scare, but I don't tell nobody, but I still peed in the bed last night. Now, my daddy said it's not the darkness that I'm afraid of, it's what may be in it. And although my daddy held me tight and said that everything would be all right at that very minute, I still felt ashamed because I thought I knew better and should have done better. Now, I know that I can only read one letter at a time, and when I fall and scrape my knee, my daddy's kiss can't stop it when it bleeds, yet still makes it feel just great. Fine, but I need to know what's going on around me this time, so please tell me the news. Now, I know that I'm only 2 and I still love Dora Explorer, Yo Gabba Gabba, and Looney Tunes, but baby boom, I will be 3 in June, so please try to explain to me all of these blues. This is that awkward moment where I shouldn't be punished for acting just like you. I shouldn't have to go to my room or outside to play when tempers get the flaring, and separation may just be one argument away, because if outside is really so alive and great, why has man spent so much time trying to perfect what's on the inside to this time and date? I mean, I never cared about who let the dogs out or why no one has ever found a way to Sesame Street. I'd rather want to know why rumors, gossip, lies, and deceit can wake up, stretch, and run halfway across the world, while the truth is still putting these strap-like shoes on its feet. I mean, I used to wonder every week why dishwashing liquid is made with real lemons while lemon juice is with artificial flavor. But my daddy told me that whenever life gives you lemons, make chocolate milk or grape juice, then sit back and let the haters wonder how you did it from now until later. He said whoever's trying to bring you down is already beneath you, never greater. And though you may not be the woman every man wants, just try not to be the woman every man has already had for their own personal sinning behavior. He said accept your Lord and Savior, because nothing changes until you change. And everything changes once you change. Now, they took prayer out of schools but give Bibles in prison, so my daddy makes me pray each and every night in hopes if I do it now, I won't end up in there later, and so that all of my sins will be forgiven. I mean, I used to just sit there grinning and wonder why you would never, ever, 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 ever hear about psychics winning the lottery. But now I only wonder why people claim they want, demand, or even deserve respect, yet still fail to treat each other properly. I mean, I love that I'm sort of my daddy's property, but he told me to attract what you expect, and reflect what you desire, and become what you respect, and mirror all the things you admire. My daddy never throws me into the fire because he knows that I can only read one letter at a time, and only his kiss can make whatever's hurting feel just great. Fine, but I need to know what's going on around me this time, so please tell me the news. I know that I'm only 2 and I still love Dora Explorer, Gabba Gabba, and Looney Tunes, but baby boom, like I already said, I will be 3 in June, so please try to explain to me all of these blues. I know when I cough, I may just have the flu. But what really boggles my mind sometimes is why they still sterilize needles for lethal injections. Now, my daddy once hit me so hard for going into the street that I cried. I guess I'll have to turn 5 before I realize why he said that was for my protection. His voice has always been my correction, so I never cared about how blue and yellow makes green. My daddy is where my pride is seen. My daddy gave up his wants, desires, and a few needs just so I can dream. He said that all men can change, and eventually all men will. But there is only one woman a man will change for, so until he meets her, every woman gets exactly what that man can offer or give. Many times from my crib, I've seen my daddy cry. What he could do, offer, or give, I've seen my daddy try. Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and Tooth Fairy have never been real. I get the gifts that my daddy buy. And sometimes he has to protect the way that I feel. That's why my daddy lied. And I know just for me, if he had to, my daddy would kill. But my mommy will always be his alibi. I just wish that Tweety or the Roadrunner would give me something from Acme so I could pry open my daddy's heart and take away the pain. On magical nights, I've even seen a waterfall fall from my daddy's eye when there was no rain. But you should never have to feel ashamed, Daddy. I know that you do what you can. I know that you can't be in two places, Daddy. I know that you're only one man. Hold my hand, Daddy. Pick me up. Let's spin and twirl. I love it when I'm on your shoulders. You're my everything, Daddy. That means I'm on top of my world. I can only be Daddy's little girl because you set the standard at which I judge all men. And you're the only example of a good man that I know. Never neglecting, mistreating sperm donor or some missing old wino. My daddy's hard-working, sweaty black back is my pony. I never cared about unicorns, that's just phony. And to me, honestly, unicorns are really just tall, skinny, anorexic rhinos. So whenever I go to preschool, I don't care if old school can't buy play school, because he's always made sure I'm street school by way of the old school and clothed and fed with the roof over my head, even when the bank balance is less than zero. A tape crusader with a towel tied around your neck and some old drawers on, Daddy. You were still the best superhero. And whenever we go to the park, I love it when you join in as I run and play. And although I never believe you should ever get praise or props or chocolate chip cookies or watermelon lollipops for doing what you should do as a man to stay, I give you my last scoop of strawberry ice cream with sprinkles on it anyway. Daddy, it's easy to judge the mistakes of others. It's hard to recognize your own. Daddy, it's easy to make mistakes. It's hard to learn from them even when you thought it was already known. Daddy, it's easy to say I love you. It's hard for it to every day be shown. Daddy, it's easy to hurt the ones who love you. It's hard to heal the wound when it's already to the bone. You can't always change the people that surround you, but you can always change the people that surround you and just be left alone. Daddy, Daddy, someone please call my daddy. Get him over on the phone so I can FaceTime. Without him, I have no identity and an unfulfilled, unshaped mind. And he can show you better than anyone can tell you about a good father with a great spine, so don't bother me about the reasons on why I do not hate mine. That's why some of you little grown big girls are so lost. The grapevine can't walk a straight line, falling victim to social hate crimes and men's cake lines and jailbait rhymes because that daddy walks around like castrate swine whose mental state's blind, playing peekaboo, and he never knew that they can only read one letter at 8 times and only his kiss can make whatever's hurting feel just great. Fine, and he would probably just rather chase dimes and pennies and take 9 minutes to show them what was around them so they shined, or wouldn't even give a late sign in the daytime after playtime to make sure they find out the news. An HE double hockey stick, 4 little cuss words. No, you cannot take mine because my daddies are one of 8 kind thoroughbred that I rate prime that's renting this race I'm giving and knows that I'm only 2. And I love Dora Explorer, Yo Gabba Gabba, Team Moomy, Zoomy, Bubble Guppies, and sometimes SpongeBob SquarePants, Blues Clues, Animaniacs, and Looney Tunes. And I will be 3 in June. And he explains to me these blues. And whenever I have a wrong temper tantrum, he knows that I get it from him, but he is still there with the grin, walking proudly to his own simple anthem. You know him as the young cool dude they call old school, but I gladly call him my daddy. And everything from sad to happy, I just want to thank you for just being you. So if you love your daddy the way I love my daddy, get on your feet and clap your hands, because I guarantee he fought more than monsters under the bed and the boogeyman just to be there for you to hold your hand. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love my daddy. My daddy's cool. They call him old school. He a hack. Well, and he plays the guitar, and he takes my backpack, and he make videos about me, because that's what my daddy do. Cool, man. Happy Father's Day from old school.